Hello everyone, my name is Ahmet EROİDLU and I'm a second year computer science student in Bilkent University. Today I will present you my Physics 102 final project. The aim of this experiment is to investigate induced voltage in a coil. I will change three parameters in this experiment: the number of coil turns and the number of magnets, and also the core material. This experiment is based on the Faraday's law, which indicates that a changing magnetic flux creates an induced voltage. The coil was connected to an oscilloscope to measure the induced voltage. A magnet was moved through the center of the coil in order to create a changing magnetic flux. And I investigated three different parameters: the number of coil turns, the core material, and also the magnetic field strength. Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. E represents the EMF, the induced voltage, and represents the number of turns of the coil. Phi is the flux, the magnetic flux, how much magnetic field passes through the coil. Del phi over del t, how fast the magnetic flux changes. I made this experiment using three different number of coil turns. The first one was 200 turns, the second one was 400 turns, and the third one was 600 coil turns. As I expected, when the number of coil turns increases, the induced voltage also increased. The 600 turns was the highest induced voltage, while lowest one was the 200 coil turns. Here I changed the number of magnets in the experiment. When I increased the number of magnets in this experiment, the induced voltage also increased. Here I changed the core material inside the coil. First there is air, then I used metal. So the limitations of this experiment were it was difficult to move the magnet inside a coil with a constant velocity, since the moving of the magnet was doing manually. It was difficult to move it with a constant velocity. So any kind of acceleration may result of changing changing the expected result. And also the coil might not be well centered. There might be oscilloscope fluctuations, and also there might be some calculation errors. But overall, the experimental data that I observed from this experiment confirmed the Faraday's law. For example, when I increased the number of turns in a coil, the voltage also increased. And also when I increased the number of magnets that I used in this experiment, the voltage also increased. When I used silver core, the voltage increased slightly. So results are consistent with the Faraday's law. So this experiment was successful. Thank you for watching.